Good to see you all. I am on a little early tonight because I have another Zoom at 6:30. So I thought I would just pop on and say hey early. Good to see you. Oh, hello. Good. Okay. Well, for those of you who I haven't yet met, I'm Sonia Eckel, and I've been doing the ABCs of leadership within the direct selling realm. And I'm a Silver Senior Vice President leader with Norwex. So you'll often hear me talk Norwex, but I feel like these ABCs are not exclusive to Norwex. They just really kind of apply in life, actually, but certainly in leadership. So, hi, good to see you. Yes, say hey. I'm going to see if I can keep an eye on the chat. And then I want to know, I want to know, what is your you word related to success in your direct selling business and specifically leadership? Okay, so you word, I want to know. And throw it in the comments. I would love to hear from you all. Okay, so we will jump in. I am going to try and keep it short and sweet tonight. But just a quick reminder that Norwex is running a risk-free joining opportunity this month. It's their virtual kit. And so you can actually get on a Zoom tonight with Debbie Bolton. And it's bit.ly/welcome Norwex. And you have to capitalize the W and the N. You can register. I was told you have to register at least a half hour in advance, or else you get put on next week's Zoom. But anyway, so if you get on the Zoom, you get to hear from our co-founder. And if you join within 24 hours with either the risk-free virtual kit or the regular, you get an extra $25 shopping spree. So that essentially makes joining free, which is cool. So didn't want to forget to tell you that, especially if you want to get on, you'd probably want to register sooner than later. It's super easy. It's a webinar, so you don't have to worry about having your camera showing or all that. Okay, let's jump in. Our letter tonight is you. So, one of my favorite things about direct sales actually is that we are independent consultants. So, we are not employees. So, of course, that comes with some perks. And one of my favorite things about it is that you can be you. You, there you go. Different you. But YOU, you can be you. You can be unique. You can do it within, of course, company guidelines, your style, right? So, anyway, I love that. I also want to give a shout out to our prior CEO, Judy, who would say that as a leadership team, as a company, it's very healthy to walk in unity, but not mistaken that for uniformity, right? So I think actually that's just a good life lesson, right? I believe that we can walk in unity with one another, even if we don't think exactly the same, right? I am married to Willie. Willie and I've been married about 23 years. This year it'll be 23. And while we strive to walk in unity, we don't walk in uniformity. We don't think perfectly alike. And some of my dearest friends, we may have a lot of common ground, but I don't think anyone's going to be identical, right? We're not looking for cookie cutter people, and that's not reality, but you can still have unity in your team, in your community, in your company. Without uniformity. So anyway, I love that. Good to see you. Hello. It's fun when I see your faces pop on. It makes me smile. All right. Here's one that I have had to learn in this industry, and it is unattached. Yes. So many of us, we like people to like us, right? We're kind of people pleasers. I don't like people not to like me. That's never my goal because I love people. And of course, naturally, humanly speaking, we like people to like us. The mistake we sometimes make is we sometimes attach somebody's answer to whether or not, like a personal attack on us, which is not. So, unattached, when I thought about this word in direct selling, you are offering up what you have to bring to the world. So, I mean, if you're selling mascara, then you're offering up mascara. If you're selling supplements, whatever, you're bringing it to the world. You're making your offer to the world, and the right people are going to raise their hand and say, "Yes, I want to be part of that. That's a need I have in my life." So you're going to have your yes people, you're going to have some maybe people, and you're going to have some people who are like, "Nope, that's not for me." And the key about direct selling is you keep serving without being attached to other people's decisions. They're adults, they get to make their own decisions, right? But so offering what you have, whether it's your product, which with Norwex, obviously, I feel like that's why I'm still here 14 years later. Is our product is phenomenal. It's simple. It's practical. It's a grocery item. So, product, I'm going to offer that to the world all day long because I just think it's amazing. It's going to save you time and money. It's a win. My hosting opportunity, I'm going to offer that. My business opportunity, if you want to join me and become a Norwex rep and earn some extra income doing what I do, I'm going to offer that to you. And I'm going to know that not everybody's going to walk through any of those three doors. Some will walk through one or two of those doors, and some might walk through all three, right? But I'm not attached to other people's decision. My job, I have to understand, is simply to serve. Now, those of you who know me know that I really rather enjoy dessert. Okay. I have a few favorite desserts. And so I always like to see my options. I always like to know. And anyone who's eaten with me, you know, I like to eat. I enjoy eating. I enjoy food. Okay. So a server could potentially help, get me my steak and whatever I've ordered. And that server could look at me and say, she ate a lot. I'm pretty sure she does not want dessert, and just not even offer me the dessert menu. But the truth is, I do want to see the dessert menu because I like to know my options. Then it's on me to make the decision. Are any of those desserts worth me saying yes? Well, that's a good question. Now, the thing about a good server is their job is to offer and not be attached to what someone says yes, no, or maybe, but they are a good server if they offer, if they bring the dessert menu, if they tell you their favorite desserts, right? So in this industry, we just offer like that. I loved an analogy I heard once too. That just is so funny. So imagine you're on an airplane, and I heard it while I was in Australia, actually. It was a great analogy. But anyway, imagine you're sitting on that flight and you hear the flight attendants back in the plane, and they're saying, "Would you like a drink, sir? Would you like a drink, ma'am?" And you're hearing people, "No, thanks, no, thanks, no, thanks." And all of a sudden you look back, you're like, where are they? Are they, I'm ready for my drink. And you look and they just turned that cart right around because they're like, I guess no one wants it. I've already had 5 people tell me no. So peace out. I'm just going to go sit in the back of the plane because I guess nobody wants drinks. Right? No, absolutely not. Like, our job is to keep offering and allow people the freedom to answer with what's right for them, right? So I love that analogy just because, again, I love getting drinks on a plane, but I see people go, yeah, no, thanks, I'm good. So whatever you are offering, whatever opportunities you have to bless people, not everyone's going to be a yes. And you have to be unattached to their answer and not take that as a personal attack because it's not. Another place where I feel like unattachment comes in that I had to learn, and it's kind of a weird nuance in that when you're setting goals, so many people will not set goals because they fear that they're not going to hit it. And then they're going to feel like an utter failure. You know what I'm saying? And so I realized that the power of goals is setting it, setting your vision, setting your intention, but somehow also being unattached to the outcome. I don't even know how to put words to it, but I found like if you get so emotionally attached to whether or not this goal happens as you said it would, sometimes it's almost like it undermines it. So intentional clarity, set the goals. And I don't even know if that makes sense, but it's like something that makes sense to me is set your goal unattached. I don't know. Does that make sense at all to you guys? Or am I just not? Anyway. Okay. So I want to talk about a few words, you words that start with UN. So unattached, I actually think is in your favor in some ways, right? But in the beginning of my journey with Norwex, I had a mentor in my life, and I didn't know her real well yet. She's become a dear mentor over time, but she would watch me when I would get awards at the conferences or things like that, and she noted later, "You say you feel so unworthy." And you know what? I hadn't even realized those words were coming out of my mouth, but so often our words do betray our deep down stories. And so God has taught me so much about walking in worthiness, not in my own worthiness, but in Christ Jesus' worthiness, but on worthiness or undeservedness. And I don't think I carried undeservedness because I worked this business. I continue to work this business. So I didn't feel undeserving, but I had this core of feeling, who are you to be here? Who are you to be blessed in this way? But God has really set me straight and saying, as my daughter, you need to accept those blessings and you need to walk in confidence. So if you have been living under that of unworthiness or not being deserving, let today be the last day. I don't think you're called to live under that. You are called to shine brightly. You are called to live full out and receive the rewards of all that you're doing in your business. So there's that. And then another one, uninformedness. I don't know. That's really a kind of a strange word, but I'm a big believer. Do your due diligence. Um, yeah, do your due diligence. You've heard me say before, seek opinions on both sides. I'm not even really talking just direct selling. I think we have to advocate for ourselves in every area of life. We need to be not assuming that someone else did their due diligence, and we just trust that. So, although it is good to surround yourself with trustworthy people who are doing their due diligence because they are a good mentor or resource when you face a decision. But anyway, okay, so those are my U words, and here it is. We're at 6:30. So thank you for popping on early with me. I hope this has been valuable to you. We have a couple weeks left. I may run a couple of those XYZs together. So I will see how that goes. But anyway, excited to resume connection with you all maybe down the road. Would love to hear if there's certain topics that you'd love to talk through. God is putting a certain topic on my heart, so I just need to pray through that and see more what he has planned for that. Anyway, good to see you all and have a blessed evening. And I'm about to go pop on a Zoom and 8 p.m. I think I failed to say that. 8 p.m. Debbie Bolton Zoom bit.ly. So it's bit.ly, but it's got a dot between bit and ly / welcome Norwex, capitalize the W, capital the N, capitalize, and just pop on. You'll get to see a little bit about our mission and the company I'm very passionate about. And if you want to join, you can join for essentially free, because when you're on the Zoom and you join, you get $25 shopping spree and you can join for $20. So that pretty much means free, which is cool. All right. Well, we'll see you all soon. Thanks for joining and good night. Oops, let's